Welcome to the last great Coliseum, Bristol Motor Speedway, as we get ready for Publix Series action in the great state of Tennessee. Let's take a look at our starting lineup. On pole in the number 4 is going to be Sacramento Cali. Second, Gavin Smith in the 13. Jackson Cottingham in the 07 coming in third, with fourth, two-time winner this season, Cole Trudeau in the 62. Snowflake Bells in that 5th spot in the number 10, with George Kyrgios the 3rd in that 64 machine in 6th. 7th, Paxton Brand in the 94. 8th, his teammate Landis Ligon in the 91. 9th, Josh Berry in the 18. And in 10th, last week's winner, Brian Post in the number 8. 11th is Zachariah Cartledge in the 61. With Chicago Street Course winner Jay Bergermouth in that 34 in 12th. Chase Ingram in the 01 is in 13th. Colby Brown in the 73 14th. Jeff Bells in the 11 15th. James Carney in the 66 in 16th. Jingles Bells in the 19 car in 17th. Wyatt Youngblood, early winner from this season, hasn't been having a great couple weeks, so look for him to try to bounce back a little bit. Starting 18th. 19th is going to be Casey Bristow in the 92. Next to him is going to be Ethan Eckert in the 22 and 20th. 21st, Nolan Crane, Talladega winner in the 44. 22nd, Redding Cali in the 65. 23 is going to be Micah Sanchez in the 41. Won the pole last week. 24th is going to be Bailey Datz in the 00. 25th is going to be John Bergermouth III. Won a couple weeks ago. Danny DeStasio, 26 in the 7. 27th is going to be Gizmo Tech in the 38. Michael A. Good in the 25, starting 28th. 29th is going to be Mr. Bear in the 36. 30th, Thomas Annunziata in the 70 car. 31st, Bryson Moody in the 45. 32nd is going to be Luna Morales in the 15. 33rd, Caden Gulo in the 48. 34th is going to be Sebastian Sapien in the 42. 35th is going to be Mellon in the 1. And finally, rounding out your field is Jax Holder in the 2, starting dead last in 36th. Well, as we get ready, it's a night race from Bristol. 65 laps. Pit strategy will definitely be a factor in this race, as a lot of these drivers have just been informed that the fuel tank has been downgraded from 75% fuel holding to 60%. So a lot more fuel strategy going into these next couple weeks, and well, whether drivers are willing to take that risk to go, whether drivers are really willing to take that risk for them to go and win a race is it's going to be up to them, and definitely going to show who can really bring it up. Truck Series will be the one starting with their 50%. I think they're 50%, so somewhere in the 50s. But as we get ready to go green here from Bristol for the Xfinity 300, we got a big race up ahead, sponsored by Xfinity. Playoff implications as we continue on is race 12 of 19 in the regular season. And as that clock starts winding down, we are going to have, after this race is done, 6 races left in the regular season. So we get ready. We're going to do 2 laps around. Sacramento Cali, your leader right now. And in a really big sense, this is a race for a lot of guys up here to win. Gavin Smith specifically, he has wanted it so bad, trying to make the playoffs, and this is the best shot that he has, starting on the outside pole with a shot to win it. But remember, 65 laps is a long time. We may have to go through green flag pit strategies, depending. And we already have something going on in the back. Oh, nothing big. Never mind. They got that sorted out. So we're getting ready off of turn 2 to get ready to go green in this thing. A lot of teams trying to add more cars into the playoffs, but then again, a lot of teams trying to get their car second win so they can fully lock themselves into the playoffs. And as we keep going, points are going to be a huge factor. and who's locked in and who isn't.
Green
Green flag in the air. Good start by both front runners as they are going to come through turn 1. We're going to go into static mode. Oh, into the wall. Couple cars. Daniel Estacio into the wall. Michael Good gets into the 35 right there. Gonna go back into the mix and damage on Good's car. They're 3 wide here. Whoa! Micah Sanchez gets into the 65 and he's into the wall. Well, this race is going to be another one where if you don't get out in front in a clean area like these guys are now, you are in these giant packs that are just continuously going 3 wide, you're going to have an issue. We'll keep looking at these packs for the entirety of the race as they continue to just find a way to wreck each other. Especially if the caution comes out from back here, you got to know what is your pit strategy when that caution comes out, because usually when you start a race, your pit strategy is to get you all the way to the end of the race. Well, now you have to have a strategy. And a lot of cars are ready with early damage, as some of them have hit the wall or hit other cars. I'm going to take a look at Michael Good, who's trying to make his way through the field right now. And that's 25. Youngblood also back here. Nolan Crane, another winner this season. On board with Michael A. Good's front bumper. You can see the line he's taking. It's definitely got good pace. You just got to get out of this back section. Whoa! And multiple cars slowing down as a couple of cars hit the wall. Here's Mr. Bear, who's we're on board with. His brother is now in the Truck Series. Dorney Bear driving the number 38 for JBM. JBM wanted the Truck Series, and they wanted into the Truck Series, and well, they got it. Sacramento Cali trying to hold off. They're going to get to some lap traffic very soon. It's now Jax Holder's pitting. Do we see some early pitting from these guys on the back to try to cut the strategy? On board with Sacramento Cali in that number 4. Darlington winner. And now most of the field split up. Gavin Smith now still behind with Jackson Cunningham looking in on the rear, and they're boxed in by 2 GKR teammates in Sacramento Cali and Cole Trudeau. Austin Mitchell Racing trying to put another car into the playoffs. They have 3 out of their 4 cars currently in the playoffs, and they're looking to get that 4th in. And Gavin Smith is the last one to try to make it to the playoffs in that Aaron's machine, and you know he wants it as bad as anybody else. So Jax Holder and Colby Brown in the pits for a little bit. Jax Holder's going back in again as we're back on board with Sacramento Cali. As you can see in front of him, lap traffic. And how is that going to affect him trying to get through the field? It's going to give Gavin Smith a huge chance to catch right back up to him big thing now is 65 laps goes by relatively fast here. So these guys are really not focused on waiting for and playing the long game. It's the short game. It's a sprint. Same thing with the cup race. It's going to be a sprint. And most importantly, what you want to do coming out of the sprint is you want to try to get your car as fast as possible, get up to the front, and try to beat the amount of lap traffic that you're going to deal with. And that's what these two are trying to do. And they're trying to put some buffers in between each other because they're going to battle very, very soon. Gavin Smith about 0.5 seconds behind the 4. And how close are they to lap traffic? Let's take a look. Currently on the track in last place is John Bergermouth, the 3rd. And they're about a straightaway behind. Still moving. He's getting closer. As huge run on Gavin Smith. Rich Cure for Sacramento Cali. Big run. It's going to try to cut it down. Zachariah Cartledge now in the top 5. Let's go take a look at where he is. Big mover so far. He's still trying, and he's going to do a double pass. He's going to get past both Snowflake Bells and Cole Trudeau. He's going to take 4th place away. Zachariah Cartledge, another one who has announced that he will be racing in the season finale. He will be trying to qualify into the season finale. He'll be given a cup car for the first time in his career, and he's going to try to take his 61 to victory lane during the final race of the season. Only 2 cars, specially chosen by the league, of guys who are not in the playoffs, not in the playoffs at that point. Just chosen by me of who I think has a great shot, and the caution is out. Oh, and in front of the leaders, Mellon is off the racetrack, but he's the side of our wreck. Let's take a look. So racing with his teammate, Micah Sanchez right here. Oh, they got into each other, and into the wall. And, oh, man. John Bergermouth III couldn't stop in time, and I think the 07 of Jackson Cottingham has some damage now. He ended up rear-ending car in front of him. We're going to take a look on board. Right here, let's take a look. Cottingham coming out of turn 3. It's a huge stop, and got into big damage for the 13. Caution flag came out. Oh, Jackson Cottingham into the pits. He was getting some damage repaired, and let's take a look at what the car looks like now. Yeah, he's got a huge dent in the front end of the vehicle, and wow. Huge damage and horrible break for him as that wreck just happened and he could not stop in time. He's coming in now to get some of that damage fixed. Hopefully it's not a lot. Another one, big mover, Zachariah Cartledge in the field. He has moved up to 3rd now after that wreck. A huge jump for him. But even still, you need a run to catch these two. They've been the fastest one of the night. We're almost halfway through this race, and the first caution has come out. Well, stay tuned for next race as we have the race at Speedway of the South. The Speedway of the South 500, the Disney themed race, which is the Pixar 400. It's multiple cars into pit road. Thomas Annunziata, one of them. He has been driving through pit road. 48.3 second pit stop. We're going to take a look if he has any damage. Doesn't even think so. May have went in for a little bit of damage repair. May have had a little bit of wheel damage, but he got it. He gets it out, and he finds himself a lap down. Green flag back in the air. And they're going to get a jump on the field. Whoa! Thomas Annunziata with a huge jump on the field. Not great. He's going back down pits. And Gavin Smith has taken the lead. Well, the bottom line didn't get a huge jump then. Gavin Smith out to the lead, even with the rear damage that he sustained from when Jackson Cottingham hit the rear bumper. Jackson Cottingham also now a lap down, so battling for lucky dog position as Thomas Annunziata comes around. Here comes Zechariah Cartledge, big moves. As he's fighting for third and now fighting for second. He's going to try to take the inside. Gavin Smith now trying to build up the lead as they fight for second behind him. Stay tuned for the Pixar 500 coming up next. Cup Series racing action from Bristol. So we get ready to crunch for crunch time. Season's ending very soon. Which 16 do you think will make the playoffs? Well, the rest of the spots, there's only 6 spots left in the playoffs that haven't been taken by a win. And will we see Thomas Annunziata just making moves up there? And oh man, the 4 almost hit Zechariah Cartledge as he passes for second place. And this is going to be good. Here comes Zechariah Cartledge. He's closing the gap on the 13 of Gavin Smith. And now 4 cars under a blanket of under 1 second as the caution comes out. And a huge crash in the back. James Carney, upside down. Wyatt Youngblood is on top of the bumper of the 19 cars. The pace car just phases through, and Thomas Annunziata is just... and it has stopped the entire field. And Zechariah Cartledge is going to get hit by the 38. We are under caution for the second time. And it is the parking lot, the big one at Bristol. So we're going to take a look at the POV from the 66 and what he really saw. We're going to go from the blimp. Let's see if we got a blimp view. We do. Here we go. So watch that James Carney led 66. Eckert kind of got loose coming off the corner. And, oh, Brian Post went around. Everybody stops. Casey Bristow's car gets thrown. Caden Gulo was upside down on top of the 45. And this is going to be a wreck that we have to look at multiple angles. And now we're going to have to take a look from Brian Post's view to see what exactly happened in this situation. And, well, here's what view we got from Brian Post. Well, right there. Oh, he just got turned and... oh, and then everybody stacking in and everybody trying to stop. And, oh, full throttling through the wreck. 2 cars upside down. And the big one. The big one. That is huge. That is taking out a bunch of drivers. I'm going to take a look at Caden Gulo's point of view in that 48. Everybody hit the brakes and then the rest not in time to stop. Caden Gulo's thrown on top of Bryson Moody's hood. And now I really feel like we got to get a point of view video from this situation. And we're going to get it from the roll bar inside the car. And you can see Ryan Post gets turned in front coming up here. And they try to stop. You don't see it until last second, and when everybody's stopping, oh, we were just talking about Disney Pixar's cars, and that moment right there. It looks reminiscent of the other one as the green flag is back out again. We're gonna take one more look. This image. Oh, everybody, get that as a picture. This is very, very interesting. Never happened before. We're referencing the movie Cars, And it comes true. Trying to get a good camera angle, as we have the weird camera angle that's not working very well. Gavin Smith takes the lead once again with 21 to go. Zechariah Cartledge still in second, trying to continue, try to get that first win. These two have not gotten their first wins yet in this series, and well, with half the field out now, they got a shot. Zechariah Cartledge, we're going to go on board. Onto the roll bar in that Trading Paints number 61. He's trying to get to the rear bumper, and Gavin Smith gets loose. Oh, Zechariah's huge checkup, and he has to deal with Paxton Brandon in the rearview mirror. And there's some damaged cars coming off of pit road. Most importantly, will they have to pit? That's what I'm interested in, but Zechariah is still cutting down. He just cannot make that same mistake he just made. And he'll be able to close in. He did it again. He slows down heavily coming out of the corner and defeats the entire momentum of the race car. And now lap traffic coming up. Forced to run the outside. Gavin Smith now. The 7 sent it in. Wow, almost had a chance to take him out. Here comes Cartledge. But still, the gap growing larger. And team owner Austin Mitchell has got to be happy about this performance from his driver, and the only driver who hasn't locked himself into the playoffs yet. So right now, 2 of his drivers are in the top 10. Josh Berry, the Daytona winner at the start of the season. First ever winner in the Publix series. As Gavin Smith continues. Zechariah Cartledge trying to close the gap now. With 11 to go, can he do it? That's the real question that everybody's asking. Can Zechariah Cartledge come away with his first win in upset victory? But 0.8 seconds, it's difficult. But it definitely could be made up on this racetrack. Gavin Smith now getting a huge run as the 10 is forced Zechariah to stay down to the bottom. Zechariah keeps getting loose. The 10's going to go. This is perfect. Gavin's looking in his rearview mirror, and he's saying, please battle each other. Please continue to battle each other. As now, Bell's going to make the pass for second. Gavin Smith, 8 to go. Coming to 7 to go at the line. He's a 1.15 second lead, and he's growing that lead on second place. Zechariah has just lost momentum. Snowflake Bell's in second, trying to push. 6 to go. He's closing the gap slightly, but it's not enough right now. Close the gap big time. Huge run out of the corner is going to put it down from 1 second to 0.75. And now as Zechariah Cartledge battles in the back with the 64, Gavin Smith, all he has to worry about is that 10 behind, and all the 10 has to worry about is the 13 in front. Zechariah drops. Now a battle behind, 4 to go. Coach Shearfield is the third. Josh Berry Zachariah Cartledge gets loose again, and the 4 is going to be able to pass him. Now here comes the 34. Zachariah Cartledge lost a lot of spots. Gavin Smith now. She's in striking distance. 30.35 seconds. And closing. We're going to come to 2 to go. This is going to be a shot she's got to take. 2 to go. 0.3 seconds separate the leader and second place. She's got to gain on this lap. That's most important. Gavin Smith is going to take the white flag. 1 to go. Here from the Xfinity 300. And Snowflake Bell still sitting in that spot. Will it be enough? Gavin Smith comes off of turn 4. He's going to be your winner here in the Xfinity 300. And for the first time in history, a team has gotten all 4 cars into the playoffs in 1 year with a win. Austin Mitchell Racing gets all 4 of its race cars into the playoffs. Lock them all up for now. A great run from Gavin Smith as he's going to get his first win of his career in his rookie season in the Publix AI Cup Series, or Publix AI Series. A great finish from Austin Mitchell Racing's 2 cars. Josh Berry, 3rd place. We're gonna get you your finishing results. Gavin Smith comes home P1. Snowflake Bell 2nd. Josh Berry 3rd. Jay Bergermouth 4th. George Kirifides the 3rd, 5th. Sacramento Cali 6th. Paxton Brandon 7th. Zachariah Cartledge falls to 8th. Colchardone 9th. Mr. Bear 10th. Landon Slagan 11th. 12th is going to be Bailey Datz. 13th, Chase Ingram. 14th, Nolan Crane. 15th, Sebastian Sapien. 16th, James Carney. 17th, Renan Cali. 18th, Thomas Annunziata. 19th is going to be Jackson Cottingham. 20th, John Bergermouth III. 21st is going to be Jax Holder. 22nd, Gizmo Tech. 23rd, Michael A. Good. 24th, Jingles Bells. 25th, Wyatt Youngblood. 26th, Daniel DeSazio. 27th, Colby Brown. 28th, Luna Morales. 29th, Caden Gulo. 30th, Bryson Moody. 31st, Brian Post. 32nd, Ethan Eckert. 33rd, Jeff Bells. 34th, Casey Bristow. 35th, Micah Sanchez. And rounding out your race and your field is Mellon in 36th. Well, we thank you for watching this race tonight. Drive home safely and have a nice night.